Hello everyone, this is Brian at Sonora Fly Company. This is number 2 in our series of videos designed to get you into fly fishing and get you to become a proficient angler by the end of the summer. This one is going to be $600 to get you everything you need to get into fly fishing. You know, we've looked at it in the shop a few times and we've come up with, you know, a comprehensive list of everything you need to, you know, get you out on the water, be safe, have a good fly selection, have all the equipment, and it comes down to $600. So everything I've got is pretty much in this Patagonia black hole bag, and we'll go over it one at a time. So starting first, we're going to talk about the rod, and you're going to spend $170, $180 on a complete rod kit. This is an Orvis 9-foot 5-weight Encounter. It comes complete with a rod, a reel, line, backing, and a leader. So everything you need to begin your fly fishing experience. We recommend a 5-weight rod as the best universal size rod to start with. It's big enough to throw indicator rigs, it's delicate enough for dry flies, it's a great all-around size and weight of rod. Next on the list, and this is something that you don't see a lot of, but I really want to stress this, polarized glasses. If you're not fishing with polarized sunglasses, you're almost wasting time. I mean, the clarity, being able to see the drop-offs, the ledges, the runs in those different water conditions, it's just absolutely essential. So $50 gets you a pair of great SunCloud polarized glasses. We have tons of them in the shop, but it's really important tool in fly fishing. Can't state that enough. Next on the list, we're going to go with a net. $30 gets you a nice rubber basket catch and release net. You know, as soon as you get a fish hooked up on those high Sierra streams, you really have a hard time landing it and handling that fish properly without a good net. So your first time out, first time catching a fish, you'll completely understand why you need one. So $30 gets you a good net. Next up, we have leader and tippet. You're going to spend $16, gets you a 3-pack of 4X 7.5-foot leaders. We'll talk about these rigs more and why you need certain sizes and lengths as we get into the next video that we're going to do on rigs and different styles of fishing. You also need tippet. So for the time being, just know this is what you need. I would say a 7.5-foot 4X leader, a spool of 4X monofilament tippet, and a spool of 5X monofilament tippet. Next on the list, we're going to have wading boots and neoprene socks. We have a lot of guys coming in the summertime and they want to get some waders, but I hate to downsell this. In Tuolumne County, summertime, $50, a pair of neoprene wading socks is the way to go. You're going to be wet wading most of the summer, and you need a layer underneath your wading boots. Some guys say, oh, I'm just going to wet wade and wear socks. It's really cold standing in that water. And these Sims guide guard socks are my personal favorites. They're $50. This top flap is designed to be a gravel guard flipping over the top of your boot so you don't get gravel in the top of your boot as you're wading. But I like to turn this flap up, and it covers me about half calf, and it gives me enough insulation that I can stand mid-thigh deep in some really cold water and be perfectly comfortable. Not cold, not uncomfortable. You know, I think it's really important to have something to insulate you, but waders are too hot. You're hiking around the river, it's summertime. They're just too hot. Quick dry pants, pair of neoprene guide guard socks. Great, $50. Next on the list is wading boots. So this is basically a safety thing. You have to have wading boots. The majority of fly fishing is positioning yourself to the run, to the hole, to the spot you're fishing, and you're gonna have to wade. That's just part of fly fishing. And wading boots, they're designed to fit over the top of those neoprene socks. But absolute must. Most of you guys have seen these before. There are felt wading boots and there are rubber sole wading boots. These are a pair of Sims Tributaries. This is their price point. Entry-level wading boot. It's a great boot. It's $129. This is a really good upgrade. We'll talk about some upgrades in a little bit, but if you're going to spend a little bit of extra money, these Flyweight boots are $199, and they are the most comfortable boot on the face of the planet. Sims just hit it out of the park with this boot. Rubber felt, we'll talk about that more when we talk about wading, but I prefer felt. I think it's a little bit sportier when you're walking river's edge, when you're walking down grassy banks, when you're walking on dry granite. But once you step foot in the river, It's got incredible grip, and I really do prefer felt. So 2 options: the $600 package, Sims Tributary waders or wading boots, great option. We have these in rubber and felt in both the Flyweights and the Tributaries. Next, probably obviously, flies. We're going to talk about this more as we talk about rigs, but as you get into this, your first few outings, you're going to want to fish dry flies only. And to be particular, these dry flies are all tied with foam bodies. It avoids the need for gels, for shakes, for floats. These things ride really high. You're gonna lose some flies as you begin your journey into fly fishing. You're gonna snap them off on trees, poor casts. You're gonna get them hung up on rocks and limbs. But start dry fly fishing as you begin. $50 gets you a great fly box and a box full of good flies to start with. Next on the list, a few streamside tools, some forceps to pull the hook out of your fish's mouth, the best way you can, and some nippers. These are going to be critically important. $8, $16. You're pretty much going to want to have these things. So that pretty much rounds out the package. $600 is basically out the door price. You're going to get everything you need to wade the river, to fish the river, to rig your rod up correctly, to catch fish, land fish, and have a good day on the water. So one other upgrade I'd like to talk about besides the Flyweight boots is maybe consider a chest pack. $50. Fish Pond makes a San Juan vertical chest pack. It's got everything you need. You can put a fly box in here. You can attach your nippers, your forceps, your tippet and your leader. Fits in here nice. It's accessible. You need that stuff as you're fishing. You're going to tie a bunch of rigs. You're going to change flies all the time. You want to have all those tools, all those materials readily accessible. So this is a great upgrade for $50. And one more might be a couple of Zingers. $12 gets you some nice loon Zingers. We think these are the strongest for the money. You attach your forceps, you attach your nippers, and it just makes that stuff easier to access, easier to use streamside. And you don't lose it, drop it in the river. So that's pretty much the complete package. $600 gets you on the water, gets you everything you need. And we have all of this stuff available at the shop, 78 South Washington Street in downtown Sonora. Come in, we can walk you through this entire process. We can recommend upgrades. We can talk about the different options. But our goal is to get you fishing, get you fly fishing, and get you all the tools and the information you need to have a productive summer on the water. So thanks for watching. Look forward to the next one. We'll see you guys next round. Thanks.